So I'm gonna start the recording. We'll kick off the meeting here, the evening meeting. Just by way of starting this, I am recording the meeting, and my intent is to post this on YouTube, most likely as a viewable with the link only. In other words, not as an open public video. If there's any comments in here, anything personal that happens during the meeting and you don't want that published to YouTube, let me know because I can edit it out. Otherwise, I do want to post a link in our club forums, maybe the Facebook page, so that people can enjoy Gavesh's work. And so another thing to notice is if you have the option on your Zoom client, each window has your name labeled on the window. That name does not show up on the recorded video, so you're not going to be personally identified. So with that introduction, let me hand off to the beautiful and talented Gavesh, and let him take over the share his screen. And if you didn't otherwise, now I don't know who doesn't know Gavesh, but he is a very active rider, and he has been hosting rides along with Tarek, our club ride meister, for over a year, has his own Meetup.com group, and is a bit of a riding maniac, and is starting to publish his YouTube channels. So Gavesh, why don't you show us what you've got?
Okay, thanks, Jerry. I think, again, yeah, my name is Gavesh, and most of you already know me. I have met some of you already, and some of them probably we never met, and I hope to catch up with you all sometime soon once the things get back to normal. But before I start, I just want to make sure you all you can hear my audio okay? There is no, okay, awesome. I got thumbs up. So, and I promise I'm not going to bore you with a lot of verbiage. It's just a lot of high level stuff. And then my plan is to kind of drive more into how exactly I do it, what analysis I do on a social media and YouTube, and how, what software and all that I use to record my videos. So let me share my screen. I have prepared about 7 or 8 slide presentation. So I'm going to share that with you all here quick. I cannot share because the host disabled participants screen sharing. You may want to allow me, Jerry. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, but I'm not able to share.
Okay, try it again. Sorry.
I need, oh, you
yeah,
can.
It's not automatically enabled. I have to, as the host, you have to turn that on.
Yep, you got it. Okay, so I'm going to share my presentation that I had it prepared for this ride, for this meeting. So let me move this at the bottom. So basically, the first slide is just basically shows what we're going to discuss. And the whole topic is about how to record and produce the riding video. And I just want to share some of the stuff that I do on my weekly ride, as well as there are times that I go on a long trip, how I record and all that. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about myself, my recent YouTube creation, video and route editing software that I use on a day-to-day basis, and of course the social media platform and the feed. What I meant to say that I use most of the social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, but I post only at the one place and it feeds to all the other platforms. And I want to show you what gadgets I use. Again, being a tech savvy gadgets change more often than actually I change my bike, you know, like every 6-8 months I go buy something new because it's out in the market, and it's just, I get so tempted. And at the end, we'll talk about any open questions you all have, or feel free to pause me, like Jerry said last time on earlier, that if you have any questions or anything while I'm showing any of these details. So a little bit about me. By profession, I'm an IT professional. So I work in IT for oil and gas industry. So that's my primary job that I do for living. Outside of living, most of my hobby, I spend my weekend or sometime in the evening, whether either doing something with my bike, or like Jerry mentioned, I like to ride. I go to a lot of places. I'm a very crazy about riding my motorcycle. Take it wherever I see the empty road. Like if I go somewhere where I see there is a trail out there, whether it's a gravels or small backcountry road, I get tempted and I just make that turn and just kind of see what's out there, and end up I find really nice route. So that's how I explore myself as a new places, new adventure. And of course, if you participated in a Meetup, BMW club, or the regular Meetup events, we always have gone to the different places to eat, gathering, and have little socialization. So I definitely enjoy that. Having the Meetup and all the club ride, having that luxury to go out, meet people, adventure ride, and of course enjoy food. One of the things I like is to say myself is there is no limit to adventure journey. I got to see the adventure almost on a every week-to-week basis. Every trip I do, I learn something new from the trip and try to implement that into my next trip. So that's how I learn myself. You can also learn more about me at my YouTube channel. So if you have access to YouTube, whenever after we're done, you can also go to youtube.com, and I have my name. Basically, I got it like BikerFoodAdventure. May have a question how the heck I came up with that name. I just don't know. I was like searching for a name, and I said, just let me do BikerFoodAdventure. Just let me done with it, and that's how I did it. I also have a Facebook page, which is a similar way, BikerFoodAdventure, and also my Instagram is BikerFoodAdventure. These are the three mainly, and also I have a Twitter as well, which is BikerFoodAdventure as well. So these are the main highlights about me. With that, with my most recent YouTube creation that I did is about last week or week before, I went out on a really amazing day trip myself, and I actually was gonna go myself, and then I texted Tarek and say, hey, if you want to go, and he said, let's go, because if you all rode with me and Tarek, we go on a lot of long day trips. So we went out to the Bushnan Dam, and we came back via Fredericksburg. So we did all this in a one day. That was close to about like a 550 to 600 mile loop that we did. We left early in the morning and we came back. We made it back before dark. So like I said earlier, I buy a lot of new gadgets, and I happened to purchase my new 360 camera. And normally I use my GoPro Hero 7 Black, but then I was looking for something that can record like a 360 view of the different angles, and I can also edit in the way I want. If I want to have while I'm riding, and if I want to take just the back view of the 360. So I went and purchased a 360 camera, and I have all the link on the last slide, about a couple slides down, that where I got this from and the information about each gadgets that I use. So you all gonna see that And and I also believe Jerry will send this slide distribute out to the resource to all the folks who wants to see what I have and all that. So this was my first attempt I made introducing 360 video camera. And again, this is a pretty long video. It's about 20 minutes or so. So I don't think I want. I mean, I'm sure Jerry posted the link which I saw, and probably most of you have seen it. Do you want me to play just a quick highlights of this video, or do you want me to, Jerry? Do you want me to just?
You know what would be interesting is, you know, if you wanted to play maybe 30 seconds of it, but I think typically streaming video while we're doing a Zoom is generally probably not a good idea, because different people have different devices and different stream you know, bit rates. So why don't you let's just test it. Why don't you run it for about 30 seconds, because that's where your 360 is anyway.
Yeah, I have it on my trail. Yeah, so that's where my main. So I'm gonna play that, and it, like, I was testing through my slide earlier.
Very cool effect right there.
Okay, awesome. So this is the kind of gadget I was looking for, which allow me to do different creation. So I got this. This is the first time about a couple of weeks ago I used this 360 camera, and I just wanted to like highlight and show you how I captured this video using 360 camera. So what are you seeing? The 360 camera, you don't see it because it comes with the invisible stick, and it also depends how you mounted, how you have mounted the stick itself. So actually, the stick is right here on my helmet. This is my GoPro plug. It's basically a GoPro adapter, right? The good thing about this 360 camera I'm using, you can use all the GoPro accessories that you have, except the case, because the 360 camera, it's called the Insta360 1R. Again, all the description is it's in the couple slides down, so you will all have the detail. So my camera is mounted here, and it's about 6 inch. The stick goes up high about 6 inch, and what it does, when you turn it on, it has a dual lens. It has a front and the rear dual lens, and it captures all the 360 view. However, like I said, it's still learning curve for me, because that's the first time I used. So it all comes down to what angle you put that 360 stick and also the camera, and it will capture very, very nice, amazing 360 view. There are videos that I have seen in the YouTube. People will put right by the handlebar with the stick goes out in the front here, and that's actually a really, really good angle. So I'm actually learning day by day with this 360, and I'm trying a different experiment. And you probably gonna see some more video in the future that I will have mix of like a 360 with a 4K wide angle. And I also use this drone, which I'm going to mention that later on. Some of the video I have used really good drone footage. So that's what I wanted to show you. This is my recent creation that I did using 360 with 4K wide angle with invisible stick, and it was a great experience, because I always wanted to learn something new on a technology wise. Plus, I enjoy doing this all stuff. So. But this is part of the another 360 stick is out there. You can see on the shadow right here that I'm holding the stick, but you don't actually see it. So let me go to the next slide. There we go. So the next slide is about video editing software that I use. Yeah, that's a lot, but I start out with Quick by GoPro. So when I'm still using GoPro, but that was my really good first initial learning using a Quick by GoPro. You can put the SD card in your computer, and you can import all your chips, all your clips into the Quick by GoPro software, and it does. You can fairly quickly make the video. So I started doing that, and I didn't like it because I was looking for some more colors, more flavor to it. So then I started using the easier. So we're still on the easier version. So the easier version that I have used in the past and currently, and what professional version that I have used, and I'm going to also mention which one I'm using today. So the easier version that I start out with the Quick GoPro, and then I wanted to have more flavor. The Filmora is really, really good if somebody wanted to just have a combination of a quick movie clip together with some pre-built with some pre-built set of defined clips for them, meaning you already have like a nature. If you have some video clip that you want to display as like a natural view, they already have a preset made for it. So that's when I use the Filmora, and I use the free version. So the downside about using a free version, but I don't know about you all, but I just don't like putting someone else software that this was created using Filmora Wondershare. So I didn't like that piece because, and of course, because it was a free, so they wanted to have those advertised on your YouTube video or when you create the video. So I started using this. I created some video using the Filmora, and then of course, very popular software for the Mac that is free. It's called iMovie for Mac. I'm not sure how many Mac users are out there that use Mac on a day-to-day basis. I used to be a Mac person. I do not use anymore. But when I use the iMovie for Mac, you can really quickly put the movie together, just like a Windows free media version. That's exactly what iMovie for Mac is. Next one I used for the easier side, Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Yes, that's right. You're probably going to be surprised with that. But literally, I recorded my GoPro video and put the SD card on my Samsung Galaxy Note 10, and using the most recent upgraded video editor that is built into the phone, I was able to produce more superior result on my video than I have used the Quick Pro or also the Filmora. The downside about this, using it, if you just want to publish the video and just do a little bit of coloring to it, this is great because first thing is mobile friendly. So I did a few trips to the hill country, and all I did is recorded on my GoPro and edited using my Samsung Galaxy Note 10. So it was really handy because it was just right there. At the end of the day, I put my SD card on my phone and I will start editing. So it helped me. The next one is Adobe Rush Premiere. The beauty about this software is very, very easy to use. Plus, this comes in a two version, mobile and desktop. The mobile version is so easy to use that just like a Galaxy Note 10 Plus video editor. So I combine these two together to produce some of nice 1080 60 frame per second video quality. I didn't do any 4K until I started using some other product from here. But as far as the video I was doing, because of the speed on the motorcycle, I thought the 60 frame per second would be good because it can hold really good pixels, and I was able to really produce good quality. So if you happen to be on my YouTube channel recently, or if you see, except the last 3 video, all the video that I have published on my YouTube channel using these two: Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and Adobe Rush Premiere. I only use these two to produce all my video that you see on my YouTube channel. And literally I was able to, like I said, great quality, very easy, quick to work with, and it's done. And I'm gonna say this, by no means I'm a professional video editor or professional videographer or picture or photographer. All I'm doing is, what's the easiest way I can produce the video out in my YouTube channel, where I can grow my YouTube channel with the good quality of video. So I was trying to explore a lot of options when I started, and that's when I started out with the easier product. Switch back to the professional version. Everybody, most of the video editor pro use two big ones in the industry. Of course, the Adobe Premiere Pro desktop version, we all know it can do really highly complex color mix, audio mix, video layover. It has a different sets of frame, different 3D text, and all different title in like a start title, the end, and all that. All you wanted, it's in here, Adobe Premiere Pro. So this is the one, it's like a professional version. And again, I'm a kind of like, I just want something quick, and I didn't want it to pay the expensive price to produce my video, because all I want to do is record something out there with the good quality that shows really good color and out there on my YouTube channel. I'm not into like a movie, producing a movie or high scale documentary at this point yet. So I never used actually this. I downloaded the free version, but I was playing with it, and then I ran into Cyberlink Power Director. This is the one I use today. So all the 360 video and last 3 to 4 video that I put it out, probably you're gonna see those are 4K videos. So if you really have some good connection with the 4K resolution, you're really gonna see a good difference on my last 2 or 3 video, where you're gonna see really good quality from all the way from 4K to all the way to even 240. You can go down to 240. Depends on your internet speed, quality, and all that. So I like this one. The beauty about this one is cost effective. I don't pay much yearly. There is a subscription fee that I pay for this one. Is about, I think it's there is a promotion going on this one, is about $98 a year. I can produce as many as video I want. Plus, I get over 7,000 of different music, different types of music, different tones, different preset frame with like a 360, 4K frame, and all that I can get with this subscription. Plus, I can get 100 GB of cloud storage. Of course, you can get with Adobe Pro and Adobe Rush, all that too. But to me, this was more like a deal breaker for me. And plus, it's very, very easy to use. And one thing I like about Cyberlink Power Director is the software. Basically, when you install this software, it actually tunes your PC. It actually, while it's installing, it does scan for your PC specs, and based on your PC specs and all that, this software, I think what it does, it tunes in such a way, so when you try to develop or produce any video using a Cyber Power Director, you will not see any lag. The downside about Adobe Rush Premiere that I had is it will freeze all the time. every time I make an edit and wanted to preview my video at the same time, I literally would have to wait for about 3 to 4 minutes for it to just go from 5 seconds to 15 seconds. Versus this one, I have not run into any of those issues at all. So that's why I like about Cyberlink. It's very easy to use, very fast. While you are editing, you can actually see your preview, that how your frame, how your clip will look like, and also easy to drag and drop, and video layover. It has all the effect. You can have a video layover on the top, text layover on the top with some 3D text or 3D frame. So it really has a lot of good stuff. So in my recommendation, if you already know a little bit of video editing, how to do, and if you just want to go into the next advanced level where you can get more out of your buck, this is my view. And again, I could be wrong. It's just based on my view, my opinion, and the online research that I did is just a Cyberlink happened to be one of the best out there with the buck that the money you pay for the yearly subscription. You can also get the lifetime licensing on this one for $129, so it's not bad at all. Final Cut Pro X. Everybody knows this is a very popular software for Mac. It's the pro software. I have not used it, and at this point, honestly, folks, I have no reason to move into the Final Cut Pro X, because, like I say, all I want to do at this point is just produce the nice quality video with some nice detailing, with some talk, with where I go, record some documentary and all that. So which I'm learning. Like I said, I'm still learning to see how I can improve myself on a day-to-day basis. But this is another good one. Like if you happen to be a Mac Chevy tech user, and you're already into the video editing, Final Cut Pro is your best choice right there. I mean, I have nothing wrong to say about this product. Insta360 Studio 2020. This is a free studio that comes with Insta360 camera when you buy. So when I bought Insta360 360 1R, I went on their website and downloaded the 360 Studio. Super easy. I mean, in 10 minutes, I was able to produce the 360 video that I never seen this software at all. I just install it. It's very easy. You input your movie clip and you decide whether you want it like a fixed view or the 360 view, and then while you're producing your movie, you can actually move the clip to record it to see which direction you want this clip to go, 360 clip to go, when you import that into the MP4 format. So very easy to use, very helpful if you are using Insta360 camera. This is definitely a must. So that's why I'm using Insta360. So today, I'm using Cyberlink Power Director, and I'm using Insta360 Studio 2020, which came out this year, which basically I only use mainly this for 360 editing, and then I import that into the MP4, and I bring that clip into the Cyberlink Power Director, where I can merge that with a regular 4K wide angle. One thing I learned by doing that, and you're gonna notice that on my recent clip that I showed you earlier. So if you watch the whole clip, one of the things you will notice that when I merge this 360 and regular 4K wide using a Cyberlink, some of the voice and some of the music time frame got changed during the import while I was doing on the YouTube. So I learned the hard way after I published it, and then I fixed it, and now I figured out that how it needs to be merged together. So again, it's not hard at all. It's just a matter of learning curve, and of course there's a lot of tutorial out there on the YouTube about Insta360 and also for the Cyberlink, and also you can see all this information link. So each one, I have this information link for each software. So feel free to click on it and you can see detail about that software and go from there. Okay. Next one. Of course, any trip we do, we always prepare ourselves with which route we will take, because regardless we go on a group ride or also you go on a solo ride. I do both. I do a lot of solo ride. The only reason why I do solo ride because I want to explore new route. So I build my route and I'll just hit that direction. I record my route using different tools. That way when I come back, I know which route I took, so I can merge that with my Garmin Basecamp. So for a route creation software, most of us, if you have a BMW Garmin device or any other Garmin device, I have seen a lot of people use the Basecamp. Even in the early days before I started using Basecamp, by the way, I adopted this from Tarek because Tarek always liked to use the Basecamp. So there's a session he did was very helpful. So I learned a lot from that. And of course, this is how I started, Google Earth and Google Map. So Google Earth, I used to create the different points and draw a line which direction I wanted to go. And then I take that Google Earth file and convert that into the GPX file and load into my phone. And obviously, if I'm not going too far, I can just use Google Map. With I believe on a Google Map, you can have up to 8 or 10 stops, but I learned it in such a way that you could have as many as you want, as long as you merge those multiple stops using some crazy way that you have to take it into the notepad and then you have to merge it multiple stops. So there is a way on a Google Map you can have more than 8 stops. This is something new I started using Ride with GPS. I'm not sure any of you are using this. Basically, this was mainly designed for the bicyclist. And many software I have seen, the route creation software was initially started out for the bicyclist and then goes into the open up for the every driver. Like you can have it for the motorcycle, you can have it for the regular driving purpose or off-road. So I'm learning this a little bit. It's very easy. There is nothing rocket science on this one. Is basically it has the iPhone or Android app, and they also have a web version where actually you can create the route and convert that easily into the GPX file, which also works on the Garmin device, which I really like about it because it's just the track. So it really works well. Or sometimes what I do, if I really want to do quickly, I just create in here and export that into the Garmin and convert that into a route just to make sure it recognized by my GPS. So I use that. Of course, there's an information link for each one except the Google Earth and Google Map, because most of all of us know Google Earth and Google Map is. So this is Ride with GPS. Relief for 3D route import creation. Again, like I mentioned, I'm all about doing something different. So there are few clips that I did earlier, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I used the review. I have a membership. I think it's the $39 a year. But if you are a tech savvy just like me and you wanted to do really cool stuff for your YouTube channel or Facebook or Instagram or your Twitter, I was all about that, and I'm still all about that. So I paid $39 yearly membership. Basically what happens, you can download this app. It records the app for you. And it basically records everything, the longitude, latitude, how speed you go, and also the different elevation level. So it tracks all that details for you. And as you take a picture during your trip, it recognizes all the picture for you. And then you can import that GPX file into the the export URL. And then you can build really nice 3D route import creation with some nice music And it could be part of your intro, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to experiment that before I play my video, let me show everybody which route I took with some good 3D image and picture in between, and also it shows what elevation, what the maximum speed that I took. So it's really good, and I like it, and I'm definitely gonna continue use this because it's really nice software that I like for 3D route import creation and all that. So you have a link in here to go to see some more details on that. The next one is social media. So on my opening slide, I mentioned I use most of the social media. I'm using currently YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and believe it or not, this is not being used at all, but I'm still on it. And it's just because whenever I do something on Instagram, it just goes to all these places. So I just have it. I don't have to go to Facebook separately to do any post. I don't have to go to Twitter to do any separate post, or neither Tumblr. So I do everything, all my posts through the Instagram, and it's just go through here. Go through. I do my post through Instagram, and it feeds to all the other social media platforms except YouTube. Why so many? Of course, like you probably all know, I enjoy putting all my creation and adventure story on the different social media platform. Do I worry about my privacy? That's why I have my BikerFoodAdventure name. It's a website. Everywhere I use, it's that name used. On a video, I use my own name. So I'm really not concerned about privacy at all. It's just this. One thing about, you really want to be open to it. If you are going to open up yourself more into social media, then you can't hide your privacy, because you're opening up yourself into social media. Then you cannot hide your face, you cannot hide your name. There are always going to be conversations that you're going to be have your name out there, say, hey, Gavesh, Tony, because I write it with quite routine with the quite regular folks. So we say our name each other. And one thing I do is whenever I record my YouTube, my GoPro or channel, I always ask just to make sure anybody who is I riding with are comfortable me using a GoPro or any kind of recording, because sometimes there are people that like to be reserved and they don't want to be captured on a movie or anything. So if something like that happens, I don't record. I just do my own trip, and then I go with the group. I don't record, and I mean, you have to respect. So I respect that privacy. I don't respect. I mean, I'm fine with my own, but my whole goal is I want to make sure I respect others' privacy. So one thing that I strictly believe on. YouTube with the social media. You won't believe it, is the one I had, the image I have captured on my phone basically is, I don't know if I can share that through here, but when we talk about the social media, the biggest top one that most of the people believe that if I'm going to start marketing on a YouTube, my channel, open up my channel on a YouTube and start doing some stuff there, I will really have a good social media influence. People will know my name. People will have a chance to see all my videos and all that. But that's not true. Not only YouTube, but we all know today is number one with in a social media. Up to 2020 report came up, is Facebook is still leading because after they all acquired with the Instagram. So Facebook is still number one onto the social media side. And that's why I like doing on a Facebook, because anything you put it out on a Facebook, and if you want to market something on a Facebook, it has a really, really excellent result. And I will show you all that, what I did in the early stage to market my YouTube channel. I did some crazy stuff and I did some good stuff, but it's all lesson learned, right? So I did market my YouTube channel using some third-party platform, because I wanted to get my name out there. People wanted to know that this channel exists, because it's all about how I can grow my channel. My goal was about, I wanted to grow my channel. I want people to know which places I'm traveling. If somebody also traveling to the same location, same area, they have at least some information to see it. Just like we did a Gulf Coast trip, me and Bruce did about in February, 5 days. I record all that 3-day trip, which every single places that we went, where we stayed, all that, where we ate the food and all that. So it's just me that I just want to put it out there, because every time I want to go some places, I always look it up on a Google or YouTube to see, hey, let me see what's out there. So people look for this stuff. And you're going to be really surprised when I show you all the analytics on the YouTube, that what actually people are looking for, how they are finding your name, what audience are driving your channel, and what keywords they are looking that your video is showing up on a YouTube on different. So I will show you all that shortly here. But the next one I want to talk about is one feed to many social media via Instagram. So like I mentioned, I only posting on on Instagram. And Instagram, if you go into your account setting, there is a link account. You can actually go into the link account and you can link Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and also a couple other to it. So and allow access to feed to those platforms. So that's when every time you post your picture onto the Instagram, and then it will just automatically feed with all the hashtag that you put it on, because those are very critical when you put something on Instagram, because everything goes by hashtag. Or if you want to reference some other person, you always want to make sure you reference other channel or other Instagram member with the @. So it really helps. So I don't do a lot, but I only do Instagram, and it just goes at different places. The next one is gadgets. What gadgets I use? Like I mentioned earlier, I use the Hero 7 Black Insta360 1R for the 360 video recording. DJI Mavic Mini for drone footage. I started using this for last about month or so, and there are a couple of good footage that I have on my YouTube channel for the Gulf Coast. One day we went to the Gulf Coast, so we captured that footage, and also we went to Texas Hill Country for day trip. So that's also we did. We went to the Hill Country for early morning and came back same day, and we did the whole Three Sister loop. So it was really fun. And of course I use my Galaxy Note 10, which really I love that, because there's a lot of good stuff you can do with this phone. The microphone I use, sometimes I talk during my video introduction, and in between sometime, or when we stop, I use Purple Panda Lavalier microphone kit. Basically it's very small mic. It's like a very tiny mic that clips to your helmet chain, and the other wire can connect to your GoPro. So if you're mounting your GoPro to helmet right here, then all you do is just clip that in, and it will just perfect audio. You won't hear much staticky. The next thing I do want to upgrade to a wireless. So I'm looking into a couple options, which is one of the pretty good out there. So I may consider buying that, since I have two different camera, so I don't have to carry a lot of stuff. So I may buy a wireless microphone kit. CarMask power bank. So that's what I use. It's really helpful. I'm going to show you right here. So this is, I don't know if you all can see this device. It's very small, and this device is the power bank. Do I really need to carry 10 GoPro battery and also 3 battery for my 360R? I don't carry anything. I only have this power bank, and I use on my 1 GoPro battery and also 1 Insta360 battery. And beauty about this power bank is it's so light and it's so small. I mean, if you look at it, it's on your palm right here. I put on my jacket on my pocket here, and cable comes out under, and it locks into the GoPro power adapter. So if I know that I'm getting an alert that I'm getting a low battery, I just plug it in, and this power adapter will stay continuous for all day long recording. So I really have no reason to carry a lot of batteries with me if I'm on a day trip. But I still do a couple extra just to spare, just in case. So I really like that device. This is my 360 camera that I have. Let me turn my lights up a little bit so you all can see. So this is the 360 camera that I want to show you all. That it comes with the case, so to protect the 360 lens. So if I take the lens cover out, so these are the dual lens. So I have a lens on this side of the camera, and I also have a lens on the other side of the camera. So there's a lens on the front and lens on the back. And when you mount this on the helmet, on the top, on the helmet right here, it captures all the 360 views, which is really good about this camera. And this also comes with the 4K wide angle. So now I'm debating myself, since Insta360 1R has a both 4K and also 360. Do I need to carry my GoPro Hero Black? I still would for now until I have my good hands on. So, and this is my drone Mini. I'm sure everybody has seen Mini drone, but this is my DJI Mavic Mini drone that actually I take all this.
Hey, Gavesh.
Yes, sir.
Quick comment here. If you're done with your presentation, or even if you're not, you're in full screen mode, sharing your screen. So your video is a very small thumbnail on the side.
Okay.
So we can't see that. And then also your background is fuzzing out your view. So we
okay.
see the camera or your drone.
Okay, so let me. Oh yeah, you don't see that. So let me fix that here.
I thought it was just me.
I'm glad you.
Well, stop sharing your screen. It's up at the top.
Yep.
And then when you speak, as I'm speaking now, I'm not seeing that my screen is coming to the front. So I'm gonna have to change my speaker view. So, but you try speaking. And then the other thing is that the way that these backgrounds work is if you have a complex view behind you, the software has to work too hard, and it fuzzes your face and you can't see anything. So I don't know if you want to turn your background off.
Yeah, I can turn it off. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Then we can see the what you're showing us better.
Yeah, sure. So
as you're doing that for the others, depending on the device you're on, if you click on the speaker view icon in the upper right corner, I'm on a desktop, then instead of all the different faces of the people, then whoever's speaking will come in the central big picture view, and if Gavesh is showing something, then he'll be the main panel in the front.
Okay, so let me choose the virtual background to none. Can you see me?
Yes, much better.
Okay, all right. So the 360 camera that I was referring to is right here. So this is my Insta360 camera, which is 1R. That has a 2 lens. So there is a lens on here, and there is also a lens, 360 lens on the other side.
Oh wow!
So it does comes with the 2. Yeah, so it does comes with the dual lens. So the beauty about it is when you mount that onto the helmet mount with the invisible stick, so it sticks out about this high right here. And it captures all the 360 view around you, which is a good thing I like about this. So that way, and again, I'm still learning the different position to mount this. And I have seen a couple angle that actually you can mount this camera onto the windshield with the invisible stick in a front, extend out a little bit. and you can really have a good 360 view with you on it and all the surrounding behind you, which is really cool. And if I'm going through like a Texas hill country, imagine you have that 360 camera in front of you and all the beautiful hills and scenic right behind you, and you can see your motorcycle, full motorcycle that you are riding, like not even half. Like you can see yourself with a really nice 360 background. So
Gavesh, if you don't mind, can you tell us what a camera like that costs?
this one, I got the twin edition. So this one was for $449, and I got with the motorcycle bundle. And the reason why I got with motorcycle bundle, so I can get all the accessories that I can for this camera. However, I learned the lesson because all the GoPro accessory will fit on this one except the case. So I paid a little $59 for no reason, but that's okay. I mean, that's how you learn. I mean, it was too late by the time I ordered. So yeah, this was $449. Best Buy has them. That's where you can buy it, or you can also order it from Insta360 website. There are GoPro also has the 360 camera as well. One thing I heard about the review on that side is it consumes a lot high battery. With this 360, you can go for full hour without charge, continuous on, no problem. And you can go up to 5K on this one, and it will run fine. With GoPro Max, not GoPro Max, but GoPro, is it Max 360? Yeah, a GoPro 360. 20 minutes or 25 minutes, your battery dies because it's just using so much resources. And I, like I was saying earlier, which I'm going to repeat here just a little bit to see, I don't carry, this is my GoPro. Of course, everybody knows this GoPro, and also this is my DJI Mavic Mini. So it's small, it's tiny, but it really controls really well onto the air. I was in the Gulf Coast 3 weeks ago, and we capture really good footage using this DJI Mavic Mini.
Can you rotate that for us and unfold it so if people aren't familiar, they can understand? Because right now you're just looking at a box.
Yeah. So here's the camera, which is right here, which has a case on it, and also
that is just incredible technology.
Yeah, it's just it's so small. I mean, if I just take this out, this is it. And I use this a lot because whenever I go on a solo ride, I can stop. I want to capture the nice footage for the wildflowers when we go up the Northwest. And there are really some nice scenic wildflowers, yellow, purple, different flowers. And I just want to capture I like to capture all those different footage. So that's why I use this. One thing about this one was for $349. When they came out, they had some promotion going on. Again, this is a really good basic version of DJI Mavic Mini. It does have a lot of quick shot. You can do the round, and you can do the quick rocket shot and all that. The one thing is missing is the follow me feature, and also the 4K. This is the 2K recording, but the 4K is missing. However, there is a company out there who basically does the custom IDE integration, working with DJI Mavic to provide the third-party improvements to your drone. So I've been in touch with that company, and sometime mid-year, that company who is doing the custom code for DJI Mavic and all that, they actually told me that they will introduce 4K and follow me features on DJI Mavic Mini. However, that's not supported through the DJI Mavic. This is a third-party company who does this lot of custom stuff for the DJI Mavic for the consumers. So there is a fee that you have to pay for it. Upgrade is available. So I'm looking to see if sometime in a July, August timeframe they're saying. I wanted to give it a try. And the only reason why I bought this Mini is I didn't want it to go for like a really high expensive until I have my full hands on my drone. That I know what I'm doing with the drone and all that. So the next one I want to show you is this power bank. It's so small. This is the power bank I was talking about, and this is the reason why I'm not carrying a lot of extra sets of battery with me. So you can see there are two USB port right here. And of course, this is a charger port for the power bank. This is 18,000 what you call
milliamp hour.
Yeah, milliamp. Yeah. So if you continuous plug in your GoPro, and I tried that, and I was able to take out pretty much almost all day. After I ran out of my GoPro battery, I plugged that in until I came to Katy. It was fine, and I still had 1 bar left on this one. So I mean, you can't beat that, and it's so small. And I just put it on my motorcycle jacket, which is right here, and I have a cable comes right out and goes right straight into my GoPro power port. And it's not in the middle or anything. It's just works well for me. So that's the reason why I got it in case if I need to. I just don't want to run out of the batteries power. So.
But it's not a big enough battery to jumpstart your motorcycle if you have a dead battery, is it?
Well, I have another one which I carry the air pump and of course the jump start. But yeah, I mean, but I don't know if this will or not. I never tried. I don't think it will.
It's just USB.
Just the USB, yeah. So yeah. The next one I have on a slide here is basically any Q&A, and then I can show you all the quick YouTube analytics that I have been monitoring on my own YouTube channel to promote my YouTube channel into different platforms and all that. So
one question I had, Gavesh, was what you use for your music sources. Where do you find your music?
So the Cyberlink Cyberlink software, the video editing software I use, it has about close to 800 to 900 different music tracks with different flavors. Like you can have a country music, you can have a rock, electro, different flavors of music. So I use that because for two reasons. It's royalty-free music because it comes with the product. And I just don't want to get into the trouble to just using someone else's music and end up, YouTube might come and say, hey, you need to shut this video down because you had to pay somebody for this music. So Jerry, to answer your question is I use the pre-music that comes with the product itself. And beauty about this product, the software I mentioned, they always constantly update all those stuff. I mean, they update new 3D stuff, add more music, remove some of the music. I'm sure they have some kind of analytics in their software. They basically can see which are most of the music that are being used, and here are the music that nobody has used from last 5 years. Let's take those out and bring the new one. So I'm sure they're doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I use that music built in. And with this software I use, that you can actually keyframe your music. So if you are, I learned that if you are continuous going through and all of a sudden you are talking, you can actually set the keyframe to take the music completely to mute or until I'm done talking, and then bring the music back up. Yeah. So it's called the audio mixing feature in that software. Anything else, or?
How much is the DJI Mavic Mini that you have?
How much it cost?
Yeah, and that's, I'm assuming that's not the current release that they had like a couple months ago of.
So I update to the latest firmware, like 520.
I mean, the latest model.
Oh, this is the Mini I have, but the latest model they come up with is Mavic Air 2, which is the Fly More combo that comes with about $1,300 or so.
Yeah.
That's the one they came up with, DJI. Yep.
So how much did you pay for that guy?
For Mini?
Yeah.
$375.
Wow.
Like I said, this is my first experiment doing video recording, and I do have, so this is a remote for the DJI Mavic Mini. So what I did is from Amazon for $8, I ordered the remote mount for this remote that I can, so my remote, this DJI remote actually mounts onto my motorcycle handlebar. So I don't have to carry with me. And if I know the road is scenic and there is not many twisty, I can actually fly along while I'm riding with the slow speed and make sure there is no traffic.
That's an amazing amount of technology for, what'd you say, 370 some bucks. That's just, gosh, it's just incredible.
But you said it didn't have follow me. How do you do the follow me?
So what I do is, the way I have it, man, of course, you just have to use, so I do the accelerate, and I free up my thumb to do it. I would not do it if you are into the heavy traffic or anywhere there you see the traffic is coming from the both side. But I tried that when I was going to the Lake Livingston, and there is a road that it was like a straight road, has some nice trees and all that. Hardly, it was a back road. It was not even two lane or anything. It was just a back road. And I plugged that in, I put the drone up, I started riding, and with the thumb, I was able to move forward slowly, and I was able to do it. So I'm learning that techniques, but again, riding motorcycle is safety first, so this can distract.
Yeah.
And end up, it could cost more than $395. So I stopped doing that because I'm bad at doing all those, and then I realized I shouldn't do it. So I didn't do after that.
So what model GoPro do you have, and how much was it?
I have a GoPro, is a Hero 7 Black.
Mm-hmm.
The new one they come up is a Hero 8 Black. So if you're really in a market for new one, I would buy Hero 8 Black because it really have a good improved stabilizer and a couple other features in it. But the one I bought, it was from Best Buy, and I did bought it for like $294 or something, $274.
That seems like a good price for a GoPro.
Yeah.
But all these still depend on a battery that lasts an hour. And I was doing a lot of looking and planning, and I went and bought a thing called an iMuto battery pack, kind of like yours.
Yes.
And it's got 3 USBs, but it's a 30,000 milliamp.
Oh yeah,
and it's a little bigger and heavier, but I still was running into the problem of finding camera or something that I could get plugged in instead of running off a stinking battery.
Yeah.
And I really haven't figured that out yet, because my trips are typically 12 to 20 hours.
Yeah. I know you ride a long distance too.
Yeah. But I've seen people do videos where they'll take a picture every 30 seconds or something, and then they paste it together, and it looks like it's continuous. But how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't record continuous for sure. Yeah. I just if I know that it's good location coming in, I just turn my GoPro on. And if you have a GoPro on a different angle, I would highly recommend it. Just buy this remote. This is a GoPro remote. I mount this into the motorcycle handlebar, and all I had to do is press the record, and it will record. You don't even have to touch your GoPro. It will just start record, and you press the record button again, and it will turn it off. Because I do a lot of clips off and on and off and on. Like I was on the other day, I was at from Sam Houston. We took 390 past Burnham, and there's really good scenic route once you pass that 390 all the way to the Round Top. We came to the Round Top from there, so that was really good. Had a nice twisties and curves and all that, and I just wanted to capture that. So I was like, keep doing on and off, on and off, on and off.
Will that remote turn the camera on? In other words, if you cruise along and there's nothing to video for 5 or 10 minutes, your camera will power down. It'll time out and turn off.
It does.
Will that remote turn it back on?
It does, and it does recognize the voice command, but sometimes GoPro does not understand my voice command. So I like, okay, GoPro, turn on, and who knows what it's doing. So that's when I went, and it happened to me when I went very first time to Big Bend, and we're going through, and I didn't have this remote with me. So we were going through the river road all the way to the other side of that take you to the, so I thought I give a command, and I hear some beep that it came on, but after I was done with the river road, the camera was off. So I did that whole route again, just to capture. So because you don't go that area that often, so.
Well, you don't want to miss that river road either.
I don't want to miss that. So, and you will see, we had on that trip, we had a Honda CBR 1000 was going through all the gravels, and this is a sports bike that we're talking about has a no off-road threat at all, and I just did really well.
Just in case somebody on here, or if somebody's watching the video, they may not, I don't know how anybody could not know what the river road is along the Rio Grande River down there in Big Bend.
Yeah.
That river road 60-mile stretch is rated at one of the top 5 motorcycle highways in the United States.
That's true.
Is it
Next one I want to do is
gravel?
Huh?
What kind of road is it? Blacktop?
Oh yeah, blacktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very twisty, very scenic.
Very twisty, yeah.
I don't know how. I mean, if people ride it multiple times, but you cannot go fast on that highway because the scenery is so stunning. It's just distracting. I mean, you're looking down at the river, you're looking across the bank at Mexico. The road zigs and zags and goes up and down. There's cliffs and rocks, and it's just staggeringly beautiful. But if you can get by the scenery, it is an awesome, awesome sport bike road. And that's another thing you got to watch out for is crazies.
Yeah.
On the highway, either trying to pass you or they're coming the other way. Or there's groups. I went out there one time and there was a group of 50 Harleys going 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, and plus you got to watch the falling rock if you're riding on the right next to those hills and mountains. So. And what I want to show you all next is just a quick YouTube analyzer that how I track and where the traffic is coming on and how I get some more views. And I don't think it's going to take us more than 10 minutes. So Jerry, if you're okay, I can share my screen. And
yeah, I'm very curious to see this. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is my YouTube. If you happen to go onto the YouTube, I just type youtube.com, which everybody know, and I just say BikerFoodAdventure, and it just take me to my channel page, which is right here. One thing I did to improve the channel, I I did some intro videos. So whoever comes in very first time on my channel, there is an introduction videos, and also there is a couple playlists that I put it in, so it just play by itself. So it just give people a really nice look and feel of the channel. And here you see all my uploads. Here uploaded video, which you can see under the uploads. All my playlists. So I did some of the maintenance how-to video. This is actually Tony. Tony does that. And of course, all my playlists that I did, Gulf Coast, all the weekly ride, and also the big band trip we did. And there are some more that I did, but I wasn't into the YouTube that time, so I just not there. So what I want to show, this is the main page. But if you have your YouTube channel, and if you go into the YouTube has a studio basically where you can customize. You can customize your channel the way you want it, with the different tabs, different section that you want to put into the different order. So this is where you can go and customize the YouTube channel. But the beauty about YouTube Studio is you can also go to the specific video and see the analytics of the channel dashboard. So this is my channel dashboard, and it defaults. I haven't customized anything on here. I kept it the default the way the way YouTube had it. So it shows you what my latest video that I did. The channel analytics, that current subscriber to my channel, that it will show how many subscribers I have, how many subscribers that went up in the last 28 days, how many view times that went up in the last 28 days. So this is a good analytics to see, like if I want to see how many subscribers I have, I can just come in here, or I can also check on my channel itself. If I really want to see how my latest videos are doing, you can actually, it defaults to your most recent videos, and you can actually see how many views this video has, what is the impression click through, like how many clicks through are happening, and also the average duration time. So this will tell you how much duration people are watching, because sometimes when I'm on YouTube video and I'm actually looking at the video, I may not need to go all 25 minutes. I'm just going to click through. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to watch this 20 second, 2 minutes, and that's it. And I'm going to be done. So that's kind of analytics that it will give you. On the right side, it says what are my top videos that have been played in the last 24 hours. So I have my very top video in the last 48 hours that has played is called R1250 GS Off-Road, crossing over road closures and river crossing and all different stuff. So it's because a lot of people search for off-road R1250, so this appears to be becoming more on my top video list. And I will show you what drives that on the top on my channel, not on the YouTube. Again, this is specific to my channel. I don't have that ranking on a YouTube, but if you search, you may find me on a very first page. It depends on the type of video. So if I see my channel analytics, so if you are in the YouTube studio, on the left side you have a different options. You can go to setting to do some of the setting for your channel. You can also go to the analytics, and this is where I go a lot, just to see every time I upload my new video, I just go to analytics to see what's happening. And knowing all my background, I'm originally from India. I got a lot of family, friends in India. So of course, you're gonna see a lot of traffic from there, of course, from different countries and all that. But I wanna see where all the engagements is coming from, what type of audiences are coming onto my channel. So by default, it give you like a 28. This is the whole channel, not specific videos, but it just give you your main analytics that your views are up. Your channel got about close to 8,264 views in last 28 days. It trends for you. Here is the watch time that it will show you the amount of watch time that happened, how many subscribers that went up. So you can see this trend is up and down. There are always going to be a subscriber, and there are always going to be subscribers that are going to leave your channel because it's not interest to them. They subscribe, they thinking BikerFoodAdventure might have to do with a lot of food stuff. And, oh, well, I don't care about the motorcycle. I'm going to unsubscribe. Or I do care about it, and I'm going to stay on because Gavesh is putting some really nice, interesting video that I like it. Or people, so this is a good analytics to see. And here is the your top video in this period. So this is regarding my whole channel. So May 19th, we did about a day trip to Gulf of Mexico Bay. And as you can see, I got a total of about just in a less than month, I got about close to 2,600 views. I think this, and what tells me that this may be because people are searching ocean, people are searching Gulf, people are searching Mexico Bay, and my videos are coming up on a list because of the keyword search. So that helps. Every video I put out, I always make sure I include the keyword, and I also make sure I include the description of the video is very important, because if you just put something like trip to ocean or trip something, it may pick up, but the learning hard way, the description makes the big sense, big play, as well all the keyword and the tags you define on the video, upon the video. So let's review this. This is my latest video that I put it out there. So if I want to see the analytics of this video, I'm going to click on the video analytics. I uploaded this video about 2 days back. I have about close to 161 views. Average my watch time was about 5 hours, and I got 2+ subscribers from this video because there are 2 people joined. Audience retention, it used to be high, but it goes up and down because it may interest somebody to continue see the video, or some people might say, okay, well, it's okay, I'm going to close this video because I don't need to see anymore. Like versus dislike, this is where you can see how many people like your video or how many people dislike your video. So overall for this video, I see I have 100% like, but overall for the channel, I have a 94.3% like versus dislike. Channel pages, on the recent activity, I can see how many people are going to visiting my channel. So 48% traffic is going to coming through the channel pages. I have a 28% coming from the YouTube search engine. There are browser features, because some of the browser features that might be out there that is where your YouTube video is available. So 18% traffic is coming from there. There are some external sources where I post my video into a link into Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and a couple other areas. So there might be the external traffic where you're seeing the 4% coming in from. Reach. So same thing, YouTube search coming from 23.3% view that came from it. External is 15%, and the YouTube features and the other. And I'm sure there are some more available here. Traffic source, where are they coming from? So look at that. Facebook, I have for this video, this is what I do. Not everybody is gonna find my video on a YouTube because my channel is not there at all. And that's what I'm trying to focus to see how I can publish, how I can market my channel, and what is the best way I can market my channel. So what I do is every time I publish my YouTube video, I go into the Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, which is right here. And I put it out there. And I said, here is my YouTube link, take a look. But if you look at this, that only gave me only three views, or 3 people probably see. And I'm sure more see. But when people see, not everybody's gonna say, hey, yeah, I like this link. But if you click on it, what happens is that being tracked as the traffic source coming in from this video. So if somebody click on my Facebook YouTube link from my Facebook page, that's where it's being tracked here, and say,
Well,
okay,
Gavesh, how do you get 20% coming from WhatsApp?
So I'm gonna explain you how that happens. So this Facebook and 20% WhatsApp. So what happens is, let's say I sent a friend of mine, once I upload the link, I send a friend of mine back home and say, hey, look, I just uploaded this new video. So I use, a lot of people use WhatsApp for their communications and all that. So once I send the YouTube link to a WhatsApp, basically that gets forwarded over to one person to another person to one to another, and that's how that's being tracked. So I can literally take this link from my YouTube, and 60-80% of traffic are using mobile nowadays. Hardly people go and see everything through the computer. So most of the folks do have a WhatsApp. So if I like this link, I'm just gonna copy this link on a WhatsApp and send it to my friends, send it to the group that I have, a motorcycle group. So I'll send it to there, and they will send it to other people. So that's where this source is coming from, Jerry. From WhatsApp, by sharing a link.
That's
somebody
a lot
can
of friends.
Facebook share a link to WhatsApp, and that person can share somewhere else. Yep.
Right.
And here is the search. What people searching for. If you look at my heading of the video, it says adventure on BMW R1250 GS. So whenever somebody search R1250 GS, 30% of the time my video is showing up on their search list. If somebody search for R1250 GS, then 10% of BMW R1250 GS, then 10% of the time my video shows up on the list. And again, it's more view and more days that you go and more happens. YouTube, what I call it's the spider search. It just improves your search results based on your keywords. So if you see right here are the people, here's the traffic source, and here is the traffic keyword that people are coming in from. Look at that.
Is that just in the title of the video, or you have other places you put keywords reference?
I have other places I put keywords.
The
Yes.
Tags. There's tags for
Tags.
the videos.
Yes. So if you see this video onto the YouTube, let me show you this. So if I go to my channel, and if I open this video up, see this hashtag right here? I put that, whenever I upload this video, I put this hashtag into the description. So you're going to see more right here. So if somebody search by R1250 GS Adventure Houston, the reason why I put Houston, because it's Sam Houston Forest. Somebody might be looking for Sam Houston, it will pop up, or Adventure, or Sam Houston, or Forest, or BMW motorcycle. So I put some different keywords on each video that designate to that specific video, and this helps. But another factor that helps is actually keyword that I entered in the video. So if I go customize my channel here and go to right here, where's my my channel, YouTube Studios, videos. I need to go into the video manager. Okay, so here it is. So if I go and edit title and description, I put it right in here. But then there is also a place where I can enter some keyword tags right here. So these tags are also very important. So if I put BMW R1250 GS Adventure Sam Houston Forest, you can have as many as tag you want. So if somebody search, as it find more tags, you will, and as it renders more on a YouTube, it will increase your visibility count on the YouTube search. So I always put these tags for the video on top of the under the description and all that. Does it make sense? Hello?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I didn't lose any. Okay, cool. Okay, so these are my engagement, and here is the audience. So if we go into the audience, this is where I can see where most of the audience are coming from and how I can market the video to the different audiences. So you can see by age group, I see the mainly for this video so far, I see all the male is 100%. Again, this is the data from YouTube. 35 to 44 years of age, and top countries that visiting this video. Basically, it's the United States so far for specific to this video. Now it could be different for the channel. So if I want to go to see the channel specific on my analytics. So if I go in here and if I see the audiences, it might be different because you can see India, Turkey, United States, Egypt, all this different geography that you can see where this audience are coming from and what percentage they're coming at. So this really helps. So let's say if I want to market something from Facebook, when you market something from Facebook, you can define which geography area that you want to define to market your video on top the traffic source. So what traffic source that people are more searching, like what search keyword they are using, and I can put those into the Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing to promote my video. And you won't believe it, with just a $2 of marketing, I got 65 views earlier in the state when I was playing to see how I can market my video. What I would do, I would pay $2 at the Facebook, put my YouTube link out there to promote on a Facebook page. I choose the geographic area where I want to market my video to, pay $2 just for one day. I had a 6,000 people reaction to it, and out of that 6,000, I had a 65 people actually click on a link and saw the video. For $2 to promote my channel where I wanted to take it to the next level, that is not bad for Facebook. Versus paying.
I should do that for the club.
Yeah, it really helps. And
wow.
I can schedule that with you if you need it. I can actually show you how I do my video. I just don't want to show here because there are a lot of sensitive information, like other stuff on it. So
yeah, I might like to take you up on that. But listen, we're running over an hour and a half here now.
Sure.
So we probably ought to. Any questions anybody has? Otherwise,
hey, I did. I put it out in the group chat, but any idea what Itchy Boots uses for video editing?
It seems like I recall. I think she's an Adobe person.
Is she?
I believe so.
She's carrying some pretty decent hardware, or laptop, and a couple terabyte drives. You know, she always shoots in 4K, and she never deletes anything. So she's pretty technical, pretty high speed.
Oh, I'm just curious.
And so, incidentally, since you mentioned that, not to take away from Gavesh's presentation, but I got an email that my Itchy Boots neck scarf has been shipped. So the next time we have a video, I'm going to demonstrate my Itchy Boots scarf. So anyway, yeah, I want to support her. She puts a lot of work into it, and it is a lot of work, isn't it, Gavesh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Putting videos, clips together and all that stuff. it takes time. The one key thing is, I mean, it's not about, you got to have a dedication to do this outside of your normal work hours, and luckily I'm fortunate to have a full support from my wife, and she enjoy doing what I'm doing. Sometimes she will give me a feedback and say, this is what you should do.
Yeah.
So
That's normal.
yeah.
All right. Very good. Wow. You covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, I'm
Very
sorry
cool.
I ran a little over, but I just want to make sure we all see it, and
Well,
you have a PowerPoint slide, so feel free to send it whoever.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll send that link out. But the nice thing, you know, it's always a challenge when I'm having meetings and there's a presentation, and it's a struggle to keep people, you know, I tell them to stay there under an hour, and, you know, they'll go an hour and 20, or tell them to go 45 minutes. It's just very, very difficult to be brief.
Yeah.
But with an online presentation like this, you know, I can be a little more flexible because people can just click through it. They can just turn it off and just go somewhere else. So
Sure.
what I might do is I've thought about this before, is go through the recording and build sort of an outline with time hacks. So if somebody's interested in this topic or this topic or that topic that you've talked about, they can jump forward to that time hack and watch the video a little more efficiently. So yeah, I'll work on that. We'll see how that looks. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Gavesh, really appreciate putting this together for us. A lot of work and a lot of work to do your videos and share them with us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was saying, whenever we do a club ride and record, I mean, I'll give you clips once I compile, and you can put that under the club library to upload wherever you need to. That's not a problem.
No, when you publish on your YouTube channel, and people can either subscribe and get their own notices, or you know, I can copy your YouTube link into our Facebook page or on the club forums. I mean, I need, you know, your clips to publish. You publish.
Okay.
It's your channel. I mean, if I publish your stuff, then the source is going to come to my channel or the club's channel or our Facebook page, and you need those views in your channel.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Right. Thanks for
good seeing everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this again, some other topic.
Absolutely. Okay. Hopefully we'll back to riding season soon.
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Good night, all.
Good night.